Hello everyone, this is Troy Costisick for Explorminate, trying out a brand new game called Thea the Awakening. In fact, at the time I'm recording this game isn't even available in early access yet, so I'm kind of doing some videos, gonna explain the game so that way when people start getting it, they can watch this and have an idea of what to do. Now I'm gonna preface this by saying I'm still learning the game myself. I am not an expert, not even close. There's still much of this game I don't understand. I don't know why it works the way it works. I'm learning, so we're gonna learn this together. I would normally here adjust the sound, but as you can see, I can't mess with the settings. So we're just gonna start a new game. Now the thing you gotta remember about Thea the Awakening is that it is a hybrid game. It is a roguelike, if you're familiar with games like Faster Than Light, Rogue Legacy, and games like that, and also 4X games. You know, traditional 4X games like, Age of Wonders 3, Endless Legends, Worlds of Magic, those types of games. Alright, so we're kind of smashing those two together here. So every time you start a new game, you're going to wipe out your old game. That's the kind of roguelike feature, you know. Like in Rogue Legacy, if you played Rogue Legacy and you start a new dungeon, you wipe out your old dungeon. Okay, the same sort of thing. So we're gonna wipe out our old game, my old game. We're gonna start a new game. And okay, this just tells me how I did in my last game. Not gonna worry about that. You start off with two different leaders. Okay, and a bunch of leaders you can't select because I'm guessing you have to beat the game or get far enough in the game to unlock them. So, for instance, Zorya, you have to reach level 3 on any god to randomly unlock another god. Okay, so I played a little bit with Horos. I played a little bit with Veles. Apparently I did really well with Veles in the last game. I'm going to probably stick with him. He seemed okay. My villagers get a +3 armor bonus during challenges versus disease, curse, and intellect. And those are a little bit more difficult challenges than like the straight up melee challenges. Horos doesn't seem too bad. Like during the night, it turns all your villagers... Oh, during night turns, sorry, all your villagers get +2 bonus to damage and ranged damage. So that's pretty helpful when defending your city. But I don't know. I'm gonna take this guy and then see if I can level him up here. Let's see. He's the keeper of the underworld, master of mystical powers, and guardian of souls. At least that was my name. Before the great darkness. Now I am simply Veles, a lost god trying to reclaim my might. The gates to the afterlife are slammed shut. Souls of the dead roam Thea and wreak havoc among the living. All I can do for now is continue to guide my ragged group of followers toward survival. Now I've got gameplay options here. My village can focus on making warriors, gatherers, or craftsmen. I think I had more success with focusing on gatherers with this guy. If I played Horos, I think I focus on warriors. I'm not sure if that's the right decision. That could be the wrong decision. But I'm gonna choose this guy, focus on gatherers. World size I'm gonna do small because, well, you know what, let's do normal. We'll try normal. Difficulty, I can't mess with yet. So, it's gotta be normal difficulty, which is a shame. I could really go for easy right now, because I've lost every game I've played so far. Which is to be expected with something that's a roguelike game. Alright, so once you choose your options, we're going to play. Alright, this just tells me a little bit about my deity again. The reason that I chose gatherers is because collecting resources in this game is absolutely key to keeping your people alive, keeping your citizens alive. This game has an excellent emphasis on exploit, while many other 4X games will focus on extermination or exploration. Thea the Awakening does an excellent job of focusing on exploitation. So I want to kind of gear my city toward that. I want to exploit as best I can. So I chose a normal size map, and it is taking quite a while to load. For a small size map, it normally doesn't take this long. So, okay. This little guy. This is our helper. He's a little imp that guides us through the game. Okay, he's if you're old enough like me to remember the little paperclip from Microsoft Word, this guy is the little paperclip. So anyway, he's gonna talk to us. Thea is awakened. Welcome. No time to waste. You are a deity of the high pantheon, and you must help your worshippers survive the darkness. So what now, you ask? You are a goddess or god, yes, but you have little power, and so you will know the world through your people's eyes. This means sometimes you will encounter your own divine messengers and may even face your own avatars. It's weird, I know. Your first mission is to survive. Every bloody critter is trying to make sure you stay down, so get food, craft better equipment to protect yourselves. You will guide your people to victory either by sheer survival and progress or by solving the cosmic tree's mystery. Now, I have a choice here. I can engage this guy in conversation and he can give me the tutorial, or I can say, I already know all this, and skip the tutorial. I'm going to skip the tutorial. You should not skip the tutorial. Really, just watching my video isn't going to get you far enough. You want to do this tutorial. So when you play this game, go ahead and do this. They give you some extra rewards. I'm just going to skip it so we can get right into the game. And now I have a chance to change my mind here. It's nice. If I accidentally click on that and I said, oh, I didn't mean to click on that, and I do want to do the tutorial, the game does give me a chance to fix my mistake. So, good design, I'm sure. So I start off with 5 XP and 3 research points. That's what those are. Okay, this is my town, and I start with 1 town right here and 1 expedition. Each town and expedition are made up of people. Okay, what else? Alright, you can see around, there's the hex map, you know, just like you might expect in a regular 4X game. Okay, there's different land types. You know, we have forests, obviously hills, we have some snowy areas up here to the north, and water area over here. Now, when you're scrolling around in this game, you have to use the WASD keys, W-A-S-D. Just moving your cursor to the edges of the map doesn't scroll it. Hopefully they'll add that option in eventually. Alright, first thing you want to do is you want to start assigning your villagers to jobs. This is very important. Left click on your city and choose this magnifying glass key. Alright, that's manage. There's 3 others. Equipment, which is weapons and armor and tools. Inventory, which is your resources. This flag, which is a new expedition, which is how you form adventuring parties. And then manage. Manage lets you do it all. We're going to go there. People have 3 main jobs in Thea. They are to gather, craft, and construct. Gather, craft, construct. Gathering is very important. This is how you get your resources. And it looks like we got very fortunate. We are on an excellent starting hex here. Okay, you can see in the middle of the screen my town, and then around it you see all these little icons. At the very top, 12 o'clock, is string. Then going clockwise is coal, mushrooms, wood, and then 2 different resources of fruit. So when I go to gather, I've got all these different options here. This is great. Fantastic. Your people need food and fuel to survive. Okay, food and fuel. They need to eat something, they need to stay warm. Any icon that has this fork and spoon, that's food. You see here on the fruit icon, the fork and spoon, that's food. Wherever you see this little like campfire icon here on wood, that's fuel. Mushrooms are food. String does not have an icon. Okay, so you can't eat it, can't burn it. Coal has a fire icon so you can burn it, make fuel. Alright. Now here on the right is how of each one of these little resources is how much effort it's going to take to get those things. Okay, I think, anyway. Now, I honestly don't know exactly what they mean. There aren't any tooltips for these icons. I just know the higher the number, the harder it is to get. Alright, so I really want a lot of this. We definitely need food. So we're going to start there. Now on the left, I have my villagers. And you can see they have two different icons next to them. The first one is a basket. The second is a hammer. The basket is their skill at gathering things. The hammer is their skill at making things. I need lots of fruit. So I'm going to put my best gatherer on fruit. It's going to take her 2 turns to get 1 fruit. Okay, now I can tell her to get 4x fruit or go up and down here with the amount of fruit I want her to get, and that adjusts the turns it takes. Or I can put it on infinite, and that means she'll just keep gathering fruit indefinitely, and that's really what I want. Okay, what is the next easiest fuel? So I'm going to get that, and I need a lot of that, so I'm going to put this citizen in charge of getting wood, put her on infinite. String is important for making clothing. You got to clothe your people, and clothing kind of works like armor. So I'm going to get a bunch of that. I'm going to put Vladislav in charge of that. Okay, put him on infinite. Alright, I really need more people, but this is all I've got for right now. I've assigned 3 workers to gather. I've got 1 guy who's not gathering. I'm going to go back, go to craft. Okay, I want to make cooked meals. Alright, it provides better food for my people. It lasts longer. It helps them heal faster, I think. Okay, to make it, I need some meat. Wow, I don't have... Okay. I'm used to getting lots of vegetables. I don't have access to vegetables this time. So I can't do this. Wow, that's a bummer. My people are just going to have to eat fruit. Alright. In that case, let's go back. Alright. I'm going to have Yanko help gather some string, because he's got that hammer, and what that means is he's going to be good at making things. So I'm going to have him make some clothing. I'm going to have him make clothing. Okay. So I want lots of string so I can make everybody some clothes to keep them safe. Alright. Not ideal. I wish I had some vegetables. So that's fine. Construction is how you make buildings. I don't really have enough materials to make buildings right now, but if I had like 25 wood or 25 stone and then some wheat or fruit or vegetables plus some more wood or some iron, I could make a pasture. A pasture, let's see, it doesn't tell you there. I wish the tooltip would come up. Pasture increases, I know what it does. Pasture increases your food income by 2 and increases the odds of getting a new villager by like 2% or something like that, which is important. So I can't really produce that yet either. That's fine. Alright. All my villagers in the city are now assigned to tasks. Let me just make sure I put him on infinite. I didn't. Okay, now he's on infinite. Fine. Now I've got this expedition. What I'm going to do with them first... Oh yeah, okay. You know how most games are right or left click to select, right click to move? Well, Thea doesn't work that way, at least not yet. You left click and it brings up this menu over the expedition. Remember, that's your adventuring party. Then you got to click move. And then you actually have to move them. Now hopefully they will change that soon, because that's very inconvenient to make that many clicks. Alright, so I moved to that that hex that had a treasure chest on it, and what I can do is I can now explore that. That's what this green question mark does. Alright, you stumble across some ruins of an old city engulfed in mist and mystery. Now I can search it, or I can run away. These two skulls means that it's possibly dangerous. The more skulls, the more dangerous it is. I'm going to go ahead and live on the wild side. Search. Okay, nothing bad happened. I got a silver oak hammer and scaled armor, which is super nice. I'm going to take my loot and exit. I got 2 XP and 1 research. Now, just because I looted those things doesn't mean they're on anybody yet. I gotta go to my equipment button, open that up, and then I look at, this is all my equipment here in this center box. On the right, I've got all my people. I can scroll through them like this. Okay, all these guys started with weapons, so I don't need to equip them with any weapons. But this piece of armor might be good. It's got 17 armor, 6 strength. Wow, that's incredible. I probably want to put that on... Well, I'm going to put it on my weakest guy right now, because I want him to survive. Let's see if he can carry it without getting encumbered. Okay, he can. So that really boosted up his armor. If you look at the bottom of your screen there, just above the back button, you see the character's stats. Okay, that's all their different stats. If you've played a lot of role-playing games, you understand things like armor, damage, intelligence, strength, dexterity, speech, all those. Okay. I can just scroll through and look at all my characters. I mean, they seem like they're pretty well equipped. To be honest, I think I got pretty lucky on this. Okay, so now that I've done that, I want to get these guys gathering some resources. To do that, I got to put them into a camp. Alright, that means they camp. They lose a little bit of movement. But now they can start gathering things. Okay, here I can gather string and wood. Now, the bad thing is, with Thea at the moment, I can't tell what any of these hexes will provide. By mousing over them, by right-clicking, nothing. They really need to add a way to be able to look at what a hex can provide without having to go into a camp first. But I'm there. I'm going to... Let's see. I don't really like those options. But this is more, well, no, I don't like those options. I'm going to move them again. I'm going to move them to this hex. And do I have enough movement to form a camp? I do. Alright, I've got fruit and string, so that didn't improve things at all. Alright. Well, we're going to keep on searching. I don't think I'll have any more movement points this turn. Nope. Okay, so that means I gotta end the turn. I do have 1 research point available. If you saw that, I clicked on this icon. You see all these icons here in the bottom right hand corner. I clicked on this research icon. This will give me access to new materials. Okay? or the ability to basically gather them and then use them in crafting. I don't have any recommendations yet on which is better. I have no idea. Um, I mean, the ones with green checks I already have access to. The ones that are highlighted in blue, I do not. So I'm going to choose amber since it seems like it's a more basic resource. Maybe I'll get a chance to get some. So I'm going to choose that, confirm it. Now I have 0 research points and I can get all the basic resources if they're available. I'm going to, I think I'm going to end my turn right here. And then the monsters and things take their turn, and it's my turn again. So now my expedition is back up to full movement points, which if you look, they get 5 movement points, and my city now has gathered some string, and it looks like we got some amber. That's good, and we got some wood. Okay, so that's all good. That's all real good. Alright, well that's where I'm going to end this video. I'm going to be doing several in a row. It's been really good having you. If you get a chance to try Thea, I recommend it. It's a very fun game. I like it a lot, but I'm still learning a lot. It should be out probably, a few days after this video goes live. So if you're watching this way down the road, it's probably already out. Go ahead and get it. I like it. Hope to see you in the next video.